Good morning, everyone. Today, we are here to do a presentation on the topic of media and entertainment industry and how it's related to the most widely used ESP, which is business English. Let's take a look at the outline of our presentation today. So the introduction part will be explained by me. Impact on the global economy will be explained by Varna. Words which have entered the English language will be explained by Yashoda. How the words have enriched the language will be explained by Dakshika. Cross-border communication will be explained by Hirmi. Okay, what is the nature of this industry? So the media and entertainment industry is a dynamic and diverse sector that plays a significant role in shaping culture and society. It encompasses a wide range of areas including films, television, gaming, publishing and digital content. Its content is delivered through various formats including streaming services, live events, traditional broadcasting and social media platforms. According to Takabas and PwC, this industry not only entertains but also informs and connects people across the globe, reflecting diverse interests and preferences of audiences. Now let's see its expansion across continents and countries. So this industry has expanded significantly beyond local markets with major players operating on a global scale. Rapid growth in regions like Asia Pacific, Latin America and Africa are driven by increasing internet penetration and mobile device usage. When it comes to the cross-border collaborations, platforms like Netflix, Amazon Prime and Disney have transformed content consumption, making it accessible worldwide. Now let's see how it's related to the business world. So according to Stein and George, the media and entertainment industry is big business, whether it's a favorite television show, an artist at the top of the music chart, a best-selling book, or a hometown sports team. Then, when we come to the economic contribution, this industry is a major contributor to the global GDP, creating jobs and driving economic growth. When it comes to the investment opportunities, it attracts investment from investment capital, private ownership, and corporate organizations, leading to innovation and expansion. When it comes to intellectual property, this industry relies heavily on IP rights, leading to legal complexities and the need for strong copyright protections. What are the future trends that are related to the industry? This industry is ready for continued growth with personalized content, engaging experiences, and the rise of user-generated content shaping its future. When it comes to the technological integration, advances in technology are reshaping content creation and brand promotion, creating new business models and income streams. And this industry is a key driver of income with businesses utilizing media platform for targeted advertising and brand promotion. As the world becomes more interconnected, collaboration across borders will be essential for innovation and reaching diverse audiences. I gave a brief introduction about the nature of this industry and its expansion. Now I will hand over to Barna. Barna will delve into the descriptive details of this industry. Over to you, Barna.
Thank you, Shaka. So I'm Barna Malavike, and I'm going to focus a little bit more on what Shaka has said about the impact on global economy. So take a look at these statistics. So these are from the United States. So they have done an analysis in the year 2023 that the employment of total media and entertainment industry people is 72.74 million employees, which is 1/4 of the United States population. And as you can see, there are $242 billion of wage, which is rising annually, and the business impact this industry has made contributes to $33 billion each year to the United States GDP. And small businesses, 122,000 small businesses, and 92% of them consists of less than 10 employees. And the local economy boost is $1.3 million per day. So now across the pond in Europe, we're taking statistics from 4 lesser known countries that are contributing to this industry. So Greece, Spain, Italy, and Portugal, they all contribute to 2.3% in all of their fields in this industry. So that was done in 2019. This was before the pandemic, so you can see how much an impact this industry has. So now I'm going to dive into some an interesting topic. One of the biggest boons this industry has is media piracy. So this is a chart uh, put up by Statista in 2024. It shows how much media piracy is contributing and is affecting this industry. So compared with 2010, you can see it's drastically have risen in the years 2019 through 2022. And why is media piracy so prevalent? So media piracy allows a wider audience gain access to media, although illegal. So, and media spans across borders through media piracy. And finally, why media piracy is still there and not being affected by any of the guidelines is because, as Kura puts it, the record labels, the studios, and the television networks are institutionally incapable of exploring and defining the commercial parameters of legal P2P file sharing. So this is one of the reasons why it's more prevalent in developing countries. Now, I didn't find any literature on literature or any works, academic works on how media piracy would affect, would contribute to people from developing countries develop their language skills. But you can understand how developing countries that engage in media piracy would have better understanding of language through media. So I'm now handing over to Yashoda, who will take up on the rest of this presentation.
Thank you, Balaram. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Yashoda Silva. So, my part in this project is to explain you what are the languages which has impact in media and entertainment industry. So, before that, let me give you a small slight introduction about what is media is. So, media.
Your name again?
Yashoda Silva. Yashoda. N-Y-I Silva.
Yashoda.
N-Y-I Silva.
N-Y-A?
N-Y-I.
Alright.
As you can see, the media and entertainment, also known as M&E, sector continues and cohabit with the modern and the Asian. The past 10 years, media industry has changed a lot in our society. The motion pictures, television, the commercial sectors are also included in media and entertainment industry. Not only television and radio, as well as esports, games, radio, books, text also has produced and provides auxiliary things to this industry. So this is about what is media and the entertainment industry. What is language for this? So as you can see, language has the power of affect society, unite people across the boundaries and save civilization. From media, we can learn a lot of things by talking with this a simple language. English plays a significant role in our ability to interact with and understanding modern and cultural trends as well as the media content. Also, from Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, you can see there are so many things we can learn by this English language. So, this is a slight introduction about language. So, what are the words which has came from this industry, the English language industry? So, as you can see, audience, censorship, channel, headline, and so on. So, but this is not time I can explain to you everything. But let me explain you few of the words of their history, origin, root meaning, as well as the newly adopted the meaning of the society. The very first one, broadcasting. As you can see, the word broadcasting is a noun. The history of this, the word broadcasting is the early 20th century. Broadcasting, a technique for developing signals for audience, was introduced. As we know, broadcast is for us to give an opportunity for the audience to listen the signals that the media gives to us. During the period of significant broadcasting improvements were made in the United States, Great Britain, Germany, as well as the proud Sri Lankan is from Sri Lanka as well. What is the origin? The word broadcast was first appeared in the circa in 1700, when the words broad and cast were combined to refer to the process of disappearing seeds extensively. It alludes to the act of widely distributing knowledge with substance much as how seeds are disappeared to vast region. There's two different, right? We know broadcasting that gives a message to the audience, but the past they have used for agriculture. The root meaning is a little bit similar, but a little bit different as well. The term broadcasting originated from the agricultural practice and disappearing seeds widely. Earliest records broadcasting date back around, as I said, 1700. So this is just the past. What is new? Broadcasting refers to the content transmitted through the radio, television, and also from internet. Even though there have been poker broadcasts on television since 1993, but it much has been interest till 2002. My second word is headline, is also a noun. The history, the term headline originated in the newspaper industry in the late 19th century. The word headline initially referred to the primary title at the top of the newspaper article, combining head, also means top, and the line as a text. The origin. The word headline originated from the 1800s and is a compound word that is made up of the words head and line. Head is a sense of the term designated the summit or start of anything, and it refers to the main title or heading of an article in printing and publishing, which gives the audience or the reader to have an interest what we have to learn, what we have to read, and they have a curiosity what will be the news. Line also refers to the text. The term headline refers to the sentence that appears at the top of an article. As the origin and the root meaning little bit similar together in this word as well. The root definition of headline as its core is the line of a text at the head or the top of an article. The root meaning, the newly adopted meaning is words are set off at the head of a passage or page to introduce the categories. A head of a newspaper story or article usually printed in large type of giving gist of the story or article that follows the headline, which helps as for the reader have an interest about the story, about the news, what they are going to read. Not only on newspaper as well as televisions, also the the reader or the news broadcasters are reading using these headlines. My third word, piece. When you heard piece, you will say a piece of cake, a piece of paper, but in media, the piece is totally different. Let me elaborate the history. The term piece was originally derived from the Latin word pessimus. It meant the component or portion of something. It usually referred to a section or a portion of a whole. The origin, the word piece comes from the Latin word, as I said, pessimis, which evolved into Old French piece, meaning a part of portion of something. It has been used in English since the 14th century, denoted the portion of segment of a whole. And the root meaning also the same. It comes from the Latin pessimus and is source of English word piece, which is originally significant part of a portion. So, what is the newly adopted meaning? The term piece is now frequently used in the media and entertainment sector to describe both solo works and the contributions made to group projects as well as individual digital content units like articles or videos. My final word, roundup, is also a noun. In early 20th century, roundup originally referred to the gathering of sheep or cattle. By the 1930s and 1940s, it has been evolved in journalism to denote a summary or compilation of news articles and events such as news roundup. Early 20th century, early 20th century term roundup originally described the gathering and heading sheep of cattle of a ranch. The root meaning. The term roundup originally described gathering or heading sheep or animals, as I said. The origin and the root meaning is a little bit similar together. What is the newly adopted meaning? The term roundup can also apply to sections that compile and showcase the best parts from many sources, such as sports roundup, and summarizes most recent measures as well. So this is my introduction regarding about how language has impacted this media and entertainment industry. So let me give a phone the next chance, who will be introducing a wonderful section for you by Dakshika. Dakshika, over to you.
Thank you, Ashoka. I'm Dakshika Dialvis, HDDM Dialvis. HDDM Dialvis. Building with what Yashoda shared with us, I want to explore English language enrichment and its impact on the media and entertainment industry. So the word media, it refers to all kind of communication, from everything from digital printed paper to digital data. Traditional media like newspaper, books, TV, radio, they're all passive oriented, and also most of them are written by professional writers. But today we all live in a digital era where it's not something that we consume, it's something that we actively participate. So social media like Facebook, Insta, X, YouTube, they have given a human touch to media. So this human touch has introduced new words and meanings to language. So it has leaded media industry. Let me show you new words and meanings now. Words like crowdfunding and Insta, YouTuber, influencer. These terms have become a part of our everyday vocabulary. These terms enrich English language by introducing new ways to describe online presence and social interaction. Troll, cybersecurity. So these words describe the negative online presence, behaviors. They have become a crucial discussion about online safety and digital ethics. Followers, fan base, and fandom. So they represent active audience who shape the success of media content. Campaign. These days it's very popular due to political elections. So campaign enables the industry to plan large-scale promotions. Crowdfunding and trending. So they reflect how media content can be created and spread online. These words show how media projects get funded and discovered with both creators and also their audience. Live streaming and hashtag app. These words have become real-time engagement and interaction. So they allow media companies to connect with the audience instantly. Meme, blog, and blog. So these have reshaped media writing by making it more personal and visible. Meme have brought a quick way to convey complex ideas with humor. Viral. It captures how quickly a content can be spread online, turning ordinary person globally popular overnight. Comments. It refers to free, it's like a free license for online resources. Blockbuster. This word describes a book or film. It's very successful. So blockbuster motivates significant investment in marketing and production, contributing global entertainment market. Binge watch. This word reflects the new way of consuming media with the rise of Netflix. So before that we didn't have any specific word for TV shows and movies in large quantities. So Zoom fatigue. This emerged during COVID-19 pandemic, and media content creators, they have picked this word and started creating content that resonated with their shared experience. Easter egg. Filmmakers and game developers, they use these inside jokes and secret messages to engage audience and encourage viewers to revisit the content for a deeper experience. Funnest. Funnest is not, even though it's a non-standard English, this word has attracting young audience, and this word has used in a book called comic book called World Funnest, and also Apple has used in their iPod marketing slang the funnest iPod ever. So all these words show us how language can be creative with the help of media. That's my conclusion. I can say the process of English language enrichment is like a two-way street. While the media is helping to popularizing these words, these new words also give a new way to connect with the audience. So David Christian also has discussed in his new book in Internet Linguistic 2011 that these platforms have accelerated linguistic change and creation of new vocabulary. Thank you. Over to you, Irani.
Thank you, Lakshita. I am Anthony RHOBF.
Anthony
RHOBF.
RHO.
BF.
All right.
So I will be talking about how non-native English words have facilitated cross-border communication. So basically, cross-border communication refers to exchange of information, messages or ideas between different individuals, organizations or entities located in different countries. This type of communication often involves overcoming barriers such as language differences, cultural nuances, time zone differences, or varying communication norms. So effective cross-border communication is crucial in international businesses and global collaboration, as it helps to ensure that the words are understood correctly by fostering a mutual understanding and facilitates cooperation across borders. So non-native English words have facilitated cross-border communication in different aspects. They are cultural exchange and understanding, enhancing media accessibility, innovation and creativity in language, and facilitating business and economic opportunities. So when we talk about cultural exchange and understanding, words like anime or karaoke helps people worldwide recognize the cultural products from Japan. This familiarity fosters a greater appreciation and curiosity about different cultures in the world. Also, using terms people from different backgrounds can discuss similar interests such as telenovela or Bollywood films, can create a shared cultural experience. So next we have enhancing media accessibility. So media companies often adopt non-native words in order to better connect with the global audience. For instance, when streaming services categorize content as anime, it helps users to understand and enjoy the genres they like, regardless of their native language. Using widely recognized non-native words in marketing campaigns can also attract a broader audience. For example, let's say labeling an event as karaoke night, it immediately conveys So they are quick. They quickly adopt these words and spread these terms, which then become a part of their everyday lexicon. Finally, we have facilitating business and economic opportunities. So, understanding words like K-pop or manga is crucial in international businesses and global collaboration, as it helps them to step into global trends and markets. Um, Also, not only that, these non-native words can also influence in tourism. Now, for example, words like sushi or spa can impact on foreigners' travel decisions and help them to navigate and enjoy different foreign cultures with more comfortability. So now these are some of the positive aspects of how non-native English words have facilitated cross-border communication. But these words can also lead to misunderstanding between different generations. Now, for example, a 70-year-old or a 50-year-old person might not be familiar with the term anime, while it is a very popular term between the younger generations. So it is important to look at these words sensitively and with awareness in order to prevent misunderstandings. So moving on to the next slide. These are the references that we have used to our presentation. And now it's time for the Q&A session. So if you all have any questions regarding our presentation, now it's the time for you all to address your questions.
Any particular reason as to why this particular industry was selected? What is your rationale? What was the discussion and why?
Because media and entertainment industry is quite youthful compared to other industries.
Quite what?
Youthful. And you have a lot of words that are created within these few centuries that we can use to explain coursework, which is why we use this industry.
Don't you feel that there is a dominance or a kind of a hegemony of Hollywood in the industry?
Yes.
Just a yes, or what is your analysis?
Yes, I discussed about that, how in the United States the media and entertainment industry is very, it's a major contribution to their GDP. But other than Hollywood, there exists English media entertainment in countries like Greece, Spain, Italy, and their own media industry in those countries. But overall, it's a global industry.
Right. Or what do you think about your presentation? What do you think about, as a group, what is your self-evaluation of your presentation?
All were confident enough of the points that we discussed, and
Why? Why do
because
you
the
think
way
that?
we presented and the confidence that was shown.
How does confidence come? What is the origin of confidence?
Of self-respect we have and the respect we give to the audience and
What is the origin of confidence? Practice. So how long did you practice?
2-3 days.
2-3 days, like 24 hours into 3.
1 hour per day.
1 hour per day, 1 hour per day.
All right, okay. Overall, in terms of teamwork and everything, it's a good presentation. But when compared to the previous group, the group dynamics in the previous group was much better because they had better backing change and things like that. Okay. But in terms of the academic depth of the presentation, where you analyze the words, the roots of the words and the terms, the meanings, and all these things, I think it's a very rich presentation. It had a very rich content in terms of the presentation, and in terms of the individual, of course, presentation skills. I think different presenters had different heights, right? But overall, everyone, I think, has done a very good job, is well above average and confident and things like that. Okay, right? But one of the important things that I like is that the individual presenters had their unique styles. For example, starting off with Anthony, you're slow, you had your unique style. You're not bothered by you're not excited, you're not bothered by external factors. You had your own style, unique style, which is a good feature. But it does not mean that your analysis was not in-depth. It was an in-depth analysis, right? So it was a slow but a unique presentation style, which is very good, which you can develop further, right? One of the things that is very important is to have your own style, and then make sure that you keep your style. So that was a good. So the uniqueness is the key factor that I liked in Anthony's one, and in terms of analysis and everything, it was good. Alvis is who? You're Alvis, okay, right? At times you were a little over reliant on your notes. I like the fact that you are keeping notes. It is an indication that you want to stick to the content and make sure, but that was okay. But that did not harm the effectiveness of your presentation. All right? Okay. Good, confident, good facial expressions, understand professional and academic, which is required, right? But you don't think that you're perfect, right? Always take this as one big step to go to the next step, to the next level. All right, good presentation. The final quotes that you added, you are the one who added the quotes, right? From I'm sorry, David Crystal and all. Yes or no? I think that added more value to your presentation. That's very kind of up to date and all. Silva. You are very energetic, very powerful, very dramatic. Okay, which is a very good feature. All right, that's your style. All right, and you need to capitalize on your style. You are a good presenter. You are a dramatic presenter. Understand? Right? You are good for marketing and sales also. Right? Okay. And talking about this root and all these things of the words, and I think you have grabbed the key objective of what is expected of the presentation. Malaviki, right? I expected you to speak a little more, right? Your ending was a little abrupt. You could have done better, but I like. I mean, it's basically always your personal kind of evaluation of objective evaluation of it. But you were slow. You had your own pace, which is perfectly fine. All right. I think you spoke for about 4 minutes, which was less 1 minute. You could have utilized the time and scored a little more mark. Maybe you have lost about 1 or 2 marks if you had not underutilized the time. Okay. I know you have the capacity. I know you have the depth. So make sure that you utilize it better. Probably, I don't know, with your commitment with other studies may have not given you the enough time. Okay, but you have the the potential. Use the potential. Understand your value. Yes. Your body language, facial expressions, hands, everything showed confidence. It indicated that you have done your homework and preparation. Without the preparation, without the homework, without the research, you can't speak like this, right? Which indicates that you did the job. Because what is now this, the main part when it comes to a presentation is not the presenting itself, but the whole process leading up to the point where you are presenting, where you are doing the homework, where the learning takes place. And then when you reflect on the reflective report, that learning consolidates with my feedback. Are you clear? Alright? You all are, as a group, confident, good presenters. What I like about the group is that you all had your unique styles. Anthony was slow but confident and had her unique style. Understand? And then Fernando, right? You are powerful, understand? And then another person was very energetic and dramatic and all that. So that added variety, the spice to the presentation. Good job. Alright? But don't think that we are the people, don't think that we are famous five or whatever. Understand? Right? You can always do better than this in the next module. Yes or no?
Yes.
You could have added one or two research papers as in-text citations to strengthen your point a little more. Alright, good job.